Alright, so it was a storm carry. Weird. I mean, their lineup. Do they like all int heroes except the Phoenix? Oh, that's so good. Dude, I've needed this for 4 hours. Cup of tea. I know I should be eating, but the tea is like perfect drinking temperature. Hmm. I will say, okay. I hate this. I hate this because you absolutely like someone should go for this rune, but you are like Dazzle's like probably one of the strongest level one, right? Like I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of strong heroes level one for rune fight, but dude, Dazzle, come on, this shit's disgusting. How much is this slow? 16%. You can get two people with it, and you just keep tacking on 2% every hit. Plus with your blood grenade. So again, like I know you went for the rune, and I hate when we don't get this rune because the enemy's here and grabs it. But you could get first. Actually, you could kill like Lesh would be dead. I think. I think you would get two kills because they just killed Phoenix, and if you were here, you'd get Lesh. And it's hard to say. I actually don't know. I don't know the math on this. I mean, dude, Axe even got a rune. What the fuck was the enemy doing? Y'all were. I think you should have been here for first blood. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, moving on. But I think that if you were there for first blood, one, you get golden XP from first blood. Two, I think you guys get two kills. Three, actually, third, and probably the biggest reason, bigger than the other two I just said. Where the fuck is the enemy team? It is. That is not normal that the rest of the team weren't there. So what should have happened is they should have gotten a revenge kill on Disruptor or whatever, and then, I mean, Axe wasn't there. You stepped away. I don't know. That's like I feel like that's a misplay by the enemy. There should have been more heroes there, and you should be there for the rune fight. That's all. Fine, they were nowhere. Yeah, but you don't know that. Okay. Let me make this clear, grandiose, because this is what I do with the analysis or whatever. I am telling you how you should play better as if it were a 10k game. And the reason I do this is because if you want to get better, we don't play the game as if our teammates are going to be making the same mistakes at this rank. Because if you do that, you'll just stay at that rank, right? Okay, cool. As long as I don't want to spend time on that, but I'm just like because I have a lot of people say this, especially like I don't know, just people say it all the time. Like, yeah, but it worked. I'm like, yes, it worked, and it's gonna work in let's say 50% of your games or less, whatever. But then your win rate's only gonna be 50% because the other 50% of the time you're gonna die for it. Not you in this scenario, but just the concept. So the reason why, even if a play went okay and it looked fine, the reason why I might critique it is because that play will not work in 1,000 MMR. Therefore, you are never even going to make it to 1,000 MMR if you keep doing the same plays. You're going to stay at the same. So people are like, well, like people don't play like 10k in my game. I'm like, I understand that. And what we do is we abuse mistakes, but we don't expect them. Okay, so it's absolutely okay for it to be like, what the fuck is he? I just say this on my games all the time. What the fuck is he doing? And you abuse him for it and you kill him. Fine, but you shouldn't be anticipating that they're going to do those mistakes. I mean, you can anticipate, like, have it in your brain that they might do it, but don't plan for it. Does that make sense? All right, so we're walking top. Dude, I mean, you got the rune. You're so strong, level 1. Again, this would get just abused. I think you have to TP. I think you have to TP, man. You don't have boots. You just got the rune here. You're on the other side of the map. Your axe is going to miss. Again, what should happen is Axe should miss every CS and or lose half his HP. I mean, he's against ranged heroes. So Axe should get what I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but what should happen right now, if you're gonna walk to top lane, is Axe should get 0 CS. They should deny everything, and if he does get CS or denies, he loses half or more of his HP for it. Really bad. Okay, that is what, and I feel like in your divine games, because you're divine, I feel like in your divine games that actually happens because it happened. I see it in my 4K games, dude. It happened to me in like a 3K game the other day. Like I was playing 3K the other day, and like literally, my support is walking, and I'm PA, and I'm telling you, I got 0 CS. He then DC'd 30 seconds to a minute later, so he never came to lane, and so for the next 3 minutes, I got 0, maybe 2 minutes. Either way, it was 3, 4, 5 ways, 0 CS. And I'm a PA, and I'm using Dagger, but I was against an Axe and a Hoodwink, and they denied everything. I've never seen such 3K players hell bent on actually playing the lane right. Holy shit. And if I stepped up for a CS, they were fucking on my ass. So, 3K players can do it. I know 5K players can do it. You're divine. I'm telling you. Definitely happens in your solo games. It doesn't happen consistently at 3K games, but the higher up in MMR you go, it'll happen. I think you should TP to lane and been absolute ready to be on this guy's ass. Look at him. Look at him. He even stepped up too far. Imagine you had TP'd. You're just like right here. You just be in the trees waiting. You can be patient. You don't have to show. Go fucking hide in the trees. If you TP'd, you maybe hide in the trees here. He steps up. Q. This guy, battle hunger. Bam, bam, bam. That guy's dead or loses all HP. Does he get any CS the next wave? No. Because look at his fucking positioning. Imagine if you had been here. Alright? Worth the 100 gold. I get it. It feels so bad because... Oh, back crack. Hang on. Oh! Fuck. My back is feeling tight. You weren't divine until today? Oh, that's right. This is your rank up gain. Congratulations, Grandiose. Thanks for this advice. I usually lose the first minutes and fell far behind the first few minutes. Dude, if you change... Look, if you're divine and you are losing the first few minutes of your game... Holy shit. You're in for a treat because I probably won't get past the first 5 minutes of your game. I'm going to fucking analyze the shit out of your first few minutes. If you change that shit, you're going to be immortal in no time. I kid you not. Because if you already know how to play the rest of the game really good, and you win the first 3 minutes of the fucking game, like, your win rate, like, because you already know the rest of it. And it's only going to be easier. The only situation that could happen that you could run into is like when you win the game too hard early and then your team just keeps throwing and diving. But I'm sure you've played that before. Anyways, that's a whole other scenario. Let's talk about the first few minutes. Okay, so I know it feels bad because you're like, wow, 100 gold and now I don't have TP. And it sucks extra as a support because it's expensive. However, if you're going to play down here, that's what you have to plan that. If you're going to play for this like rune on the opposite side of your lane, you should plan on TPing every time. That's it. That's the cost. And if you don't want to pay that cost, then stay up here with Axe for this rune, and then you don't have to do it. That's the decision I make every time as a support and a carry. Because sometimes as a carry, I will go, like my team's playing up here, you know, let's say I'm Radiant, and I'm PA, and I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like, PA is pretty good first thing or whatever. I know I'm going to pay the price of a TP to lane, okay? So, all right, cool. I think we talked enough about that. You don't even need to be looking mid. I wish you were looking top, man. Okay, so I don't know if Silencer walked or what, but as you can see, they're not denying because they're bad. Look, it's exactly what I predicted. Fucking Axe is getting zoned out, right? And you're still not here. I'm going to watch it in real time because let's see how... They're not doing good enough, but they're doing it. He did get ACS, and he split the wave. So they did fuck up. They could have done so much more there. But the point is... Hang on. Just because the enemy fucked up doesn't mean it was a good play. Anyways. Alright. So... He is hitting your Axe. You're going to stop him. That's fine. What's the cooldown on your Q? 24 seconds with the cooldown on Battle Hunger. Okay. I would argue that I would hit him twice, see if he backs off. I wouldn't use Q. And again, I'm getting really specific here. I'm sorry. I'm like, I know we're 42 seconds into the game. I'm being very specific. But I just am thinking about, okay, here's thinking. This lane. How do you win this lane? Having good equilibrium so that you can chase down these heroes, right? They're ranged heroes, which means by default, these two ranged heroes can trade with you 2v1 without Axe participating. This is, again, assuming the lane was up here, which he's keeping the creeps here. So if the lane is close to their tower, like it starts by default, how do they win this lane? Two ranged heroes harassing and denying, harassing, you know, Axe as soon as he walks up, harassing you as soon as you walk up. How do you win this lane? One, fixing the creep equilibrium, which Axe is trying to do, and he can't keep the creeps outside of here with Silencer hitting him, so you're absolutely correct to go on Silencer. But number two, you guys have a sick-ass combo. You have crazy amount of slows, and because they're the two ranged heroes, they're pretty squishy, and they don't have a stun. And level 1, think about it. If you're in this matchup, if you're Axe and Dazzle, or you're Silencer Storm, who the fuck would you want to be level 1? Who would you want, like, just objective? You'd want to be on the fucking Axe Dazzle side, dude. You guys fucking... I hate Battle Hunger so much. I'm sorry. I hate it so much. Battle Hunger plus Dazzle Q, they can't do shit. They're either dead or you completely zoned them out and you deny everything. Now they stayed level 1 longer. Now you guys get level 2, etc. You free farm, easy lane, easy lane, easy life. Okay. So the only reason I say this is this guy already used Battle Hunger, and it's off cooldown in 8 seconds. You're going to use Q. Can you really optimize your Q here? Two arguments. One, I would say I would worry about you aggroing these creeps, which you don't want to do because Axe is doing a good job. He's trying to keep it here for the next creep wave, which is far away. So it's kind of ambitious. But number two, in your favor, Storm is busy with these creeps. Excuse me, a little bit burpy. Trying to keep them outside of tower. So, one second. So Storm is busy with these creeps, trying to keep him out of tower. So he's not really going to turn on you. So, okay. Here's the thing. Using Q, are you going to successfully zone this guy out? Absolutely. Could you successfully zone him out without using Q? Maybe. That's all I'm saying. Maybe. And this is where you plan for not making mistakes, but execute if they make a mistake. Capitalize on it, okay? Because it is lower MMR, and so when it is lower MMR, you're absolutely allowed to like test the opponent, like probe them. So okay. So again, sorry. What I don't know. What I'm saying sorry. I'm giving you free replay analysis, but this is how my brain works. Okay. Every game you have to reassess your teammates and the enemy, right? Right? Like every Drow player is not going to be the same. You come across a Drow and you're like, shit, this person actually like knows what they're doing. Is this a Smurf? Or you come across a Drow and they're fucking idiot and they're just dying, right? Okay. Me when I play Drow. Okay. So every game you have to reassess. And you can reassess how good someone is, what they know about the game, concepts, that kind of stuff. Some people don't know how to play until they have items. Like seriously, and then you see they play so much better, but they were just trash in lane. Maybe you're saying that's you, right? Okay, so test that out. So the reason I say this is because, and again, I am getting so picky here, but I will not apologize because I'm giving this replay analysis for free. But it matters, and this is just, I think it makes a difference thinking about the game like this. You cast Q on Silencer. What's he going to do? He's going to start running. You're going to maybe get a few hits on him. La-di-da-di-da. Okay? Now it's on cooldown. You can't combo with Battle Hunger. Because again, I just think that's the best way you play this lane is like you guys both combo those and you either get a kill or you zone them out completely and burn all their regen. Like you guys will absolutely get someone down to like 0 HP or close with those two skills, as assuming you don't do it in like a dumb way and they're like out of position. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Also, the range shears, they're slow. This is 125 mana. You didn't buy mangoes, by the way. So you have 125 times 3, 375. You have 3 poison touches to use before you're out of mana. This guy's going to hit you and steal your int, which means you're going to have less mana. You might not even have 3. I mean, you will because the cooldown and then your mana regen, you'll probably have 3. Okay, so you have 3. Okay, remember, we're talking about the first few minutes here. How can we make this first minute better? And it's just, I think it's just better to combo it. So what I would do is I would hit this guy once or twice. And if he backs off, you didn't have to use Poison Touch. If he starts trading with you, okay, now you have to use Poison Touch because you're going to lose just a right-click trade by default. You're doing 54 damage. He's doing 60 fucking 5 because he already stole 8 int from Axe, and he's going to be stealing your int too. So you're going to lose in a right-click trade. The other thing is you might not have to right-click trade with him here. You might be able to hit him a few times and walk away. What's your movement speed? 290. Oh, no, you're 305. Okay, so you're a little bit faster than him. So the good news is you might just be able to walk away. And then if he really turns back on the Axe, again, you can turn back on him. But then at that point, what has happened? If he sticks around, and that's near what I just talked about, okay? Like, you hit him a few times, he starts hitting you, he's winning the trade, you turn around, you're starting to walk away, he chases you. You Poison Touch, I guarantee you, Battle Hunger's on like a 4-second cooldown at that point, or 3-second or 2-second. Like, it is low. And now what's happening? Well, Storm successfully kept this out of tower. And the creep wave has now met up with this. So Storm's with these fucking creeps. And Silencer's now right here. These creeps, maybe they went under tower, or maybe they're still hitting Axe and he's taking a bit of damage. Who the fuck cares? Because you have now Poison Touched and Battle Hungered this guy, and you just run at him, and he loses everything. And I think you guys win the trade because they only have 2 creeps hitting you. This guy has decentish armor. Your 2 creeps hitting you. You're 2v1 with like 2 creeps. If it was a full creep wave, I would say don't do this, but it's only 2 creeps, so I'm kind of like, and like if you're attack moving, like they're going to be hitting him less. And then this guy has to make a choice between like trying to deal with the wave or turning around and helping. And if he does, you guys just back off. They don't have stuns. They don't have a slow. So as soon as you decide, okay, we hit Silencer enough, let's get these creeps back. And what's happened at that point is Storm's taking a bunch of damage to these creeps. He's taking more damage than Axe has, by the way. No, he's got 5 armor. Never mind, they've got the same amount of armor. But He's taking the damage to these creeps. It's the even with Axe taking damage to these creeps. Okay, you see it. All right. He went too far there, so we abused his fault. No, he's absolutely dead there. Don't even need to use grenade. Oh, you already kill him? Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Look, I've already talked through what's going to happen in the game, so let's just watch it, I guess. I'm just saying, I feel like if you wait on Poison Touch, but maybe it doesn't matter because of what's already happening. All right, so Axe does decide. Well, no, okay, here, I will. No, see, I'm going to argue it. It would be cleaner. Right now, I would say this guy's close to getting away, if that makes sense. Um, and again, it's about optimizing how you do this for every lane. Because you might be against a drow next time who can press Q and slow you, and then this guy gets away. Okay, so it's the difference between you, Divine One, and Immortal, and 6K player, 7K player, 8K player is these tiny differences. Because like you already know the game, you're Divine player. I don't need to sit here and tell you about like shit. Like you already know the game, so that's why I get so like on the tiny things. If you had waited 2 seconds and just hit it him, I think you would have been able to execute this a little bit faster because he would have battle hunger. Anyways, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my thoughts. All right, so Axe abandons the creeps. Oh yeah, no, dude, that's not clean. Dude, he almost got away. He would have got away if he wasn't stupid. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm flaming you now. Because I'm just proving myself right, so I'm getting a little bit cocky. This guy could have just walked to the left more, because all he has to do is make sure Poison Touch doesn't refresh. I want to watch from his perspective. So dumb. So dumb. First off, very nice. Look at that. You abused the trees, Fog of War. Very good. Very good. All right, so that was good. Um, Also, he like again, this is just not going to happen at divine level because he's going to know. Sorry, divine level. 5K. If this was a solo 5K game, this is not an average 5K, right? This is average like. I mean, there's 3K players here, right? Fuck. Where'd my game go? Nope. All right, this is like a 3K, 4K average game. 3.8K average game. Under 4K average game. So I'm telling you, the higher up you go, this shit's not gonna happen because silencer's just not gonna be there. Um, no, thank you. Anyways, he almost got away, dude. Like, I'm gonna show you. If he just kept walking to the left, he lives here. I think. Let's see. Let's see. Like, also, if I was him, I would have walked this way in the tree and like abusing fog of war so you don't get that hit on me. It might not work, but see, he didn't abuse the fucking trees until right here. I would have already been like here and gone through. Maybe it doesn't work because Axe is weirdly fast. 3 to 10. Yeah, yeah. Maybe he still dies. Look, maybe he would die regardless. Again, he needs to just step to the left. Not he goes this way. He's still in your attack range. I think if he goes left, you might not get the attack off soon enough, and poison touch might run out. Absolutely. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but it's too close. So let's make it less close next time, right? Let's make it cleaner. AKA, you sit here, be patient for 2 seconds. Wait till Silencer's more out of position. He's gonna keep. Look, if you haven't showed, if people are gonna make this mistake. I mean, he shouldn't be, but if you haven't showed, and he's just not thinking about Dazzle showing up, and I guarantee this happens at 5K games because I still was doing it. He's gonna be more out of position, and you will just be able to combo it faster, poison touch, and battle hunger. And you know what the difference is? I think it looks like he's not gonna miss CS, but you kill him faster. It just be better. I know I'm over talking this, so I'm gonna stop talking. Yeah, that's way too close. I don't know. That was like good job, but like that is your combo. You guys did it. It just that won't that execution just did won't work at the higher up you go. It needs to be cleaner. Alright, so you have a big wave now, which isn't bad because you guys are strong. Alright, so again, this is good. You're able to just do whatever you want. Alright. Alright. Uh, mm, Alright, we gotta make a decision here. So, you guys are a much stronger lane. Your lane is pushing. I don't think, I mean, denying is fine. But you don't want to keep it here. You either want to shove it under tower and harass the shit. Honestly, you guys can fucking. This is disgusting. You guys can actually, with a big wave like this and level 1, you guys can dive their tower. They just can't do anything. They don't do enough. They don't have. So, I would either make a plan to shove this wave and be like, Axe, we're getting level 2. Like, let's just not let them farm. Like, you don't even have to say, let's dive them and kill them. You just say, don't let them farm anything, even under tower, okay? Don't let them get any CS. And if it results in a kill, great. If it results in you guys denying everything, great. If it results in them just not getting CS, great. And then that might push the wave back. As long as you guys don't tank tower, don't aggro it, that might push the wave back and you'll get it back here. Or you decide to go pull. So this positioning is bad because you're trying to step up to hit the storm, and you actually could be hitting him from like over here. But if you don't want to walk all the way through over to there to hit him, which you could just walk without aggroing, you could just walk this way. If you don't want to do that, then I would at least, I don't know, I wouldn't stand here because what's going to happen? Like, Silencer's coming back. Silencer's TPing in, and he's going to be right here, and he's going to get some free hits on you from behind trees. And what Silencer should do, actually, is just sit right here and hit you. Because if you press Q on him here, without the wave pushing, by the way, that's why I'm saying push the wave. If you press Q on him here, he gets to walk away and you, it was a waste of your Q. Okay, which is the best case scenario for Silencer. It's going to suck. He's still going to take some damage. But that's like literally, I would be happy with that. I'd be like, cool, Q is on cooldown. Because like you guys can literally just kill them over and over. Standing here lets him get free hits on you. Now he is going to step up too far. Like he's got pretty good range. I don't know why he steps up so far. And you can abuse that. But I wouldn't stand here. This is a bad position. You're just getting him free hits. You decide either you sit over here and you just help Axe deny everything. You go down here, you prepare for the pull. And you can change your mind. Like, if you go down here and Silencer steps up, you don't have to pull anymore. You can be like, fuck it. Axe, battle hunger him, and you go on him and you kill him. You don't have to pull. But if they're down here and you're not able to push the wave hard enough and you're not planning on diving them, then you kind of want to pull. Or do a half pull. I don't know, though. I don't know about this. Sorry, I'm doubting myself a little bit on this because I did it a couple times in my games today and it felt bad. It feels bad when, like, the wave is going to meet here and you do a full pull. But to be honest, Axe is level 2 and he'll be able to keep it out of tower. I don't know. I just don't want to give him a free wave here. Pulling here, actually, on the third wave, feels like I'm giving them free farm. But actually, that was because my Mars didn't pull the wave over to here. So as long as you, like, Axe does this and you tell him to, like, you pull the creeps here, and then Axe pulls the creeps over here, especially when you get level 2, like, more creeps is good. Anyways, well, I guess more your creeps, but Axe pulls the creeps over here, and then now, look, they're farther away from their tower, and then you guys go on them. So, pulling isn't a bad idea, but you guys don't have to pull. I'm going to watch Silencer fuck up his positioning. So, he does get a few free hits on you, right? 1 and 2. And now, actually, I would be turning around. Like, he has stepped up too far. Like, you need to be... I know you're already going to do it. You're going to turn around soon. But, like, your Axe is level 2. This guy's out of position right now. He can't hit you for free. If you turn around right here, and I know you're going to turn around. I'm just saying you need to do it faster. Turn around Q. This guy battle hungers. This guy's going to lose like half his HP. Ah, you didn't turn around. Man, why are you scared of Silencer? You just killed him. Didn't you see your combo? Bro, why are you scared? What are you scared of? What can he fucking do to you there? Remember, this is a fucking off lane, which means Storm's priority is not kill. Sorry, the position 1 enemy 1 priority is not kills, it's farming. And they picked a fucking Storm, and he's level 1. He might get level 2 soon, but he's a slow hero. I don't think he does enough damage at level 2 to be fucking meaningful. And if you're going on the Silencer here, he either has to walk up and take more hits from you guys, or walk to the right, try to get into the trees, and take more hits from you guys. Like, free harass. Turn around and hit him. What are you scared of? That's what you need to improve. You need to understand, can this enemy do this? Can he actually out-damage me right now? Should I be scared? And the answer is fucking no. Absolutely not. There's nothing scary here. And you didn't do anything useful. In the last 20 seconds since you... whatever long it is, 15 seconds, I don't care. Since you killed Silencer, you have done nothing useful. You didn't help deny. You didn't fucking hit Silencer. You didn't hit Storm. Okay, sorry. Correction, you zoned Storm away from the creep wave. You stepped up to hit Storm. You were gonna, but Storm walked away. Fine. That's the one thing you did, okay? But you didn't help deny. You didn't decide to push the wave and dive them under tower, or push the wave so that it'll then fix itself. And not dive them. I don't mean like dive and die or try to force a kill. I just mean like it's harder for them to see us under tower, right? Like, what is Storm's damage? Storm's damage is 59. But if he has Poison Touch and Battle Hunger on him, is he going to be fucking CSing? He's going to have a hard time. I mean, Battle Hunger, he's going to try to CS. But with Poison Touch, okay, so like that's the type of shit you can do if you decide to push the wave. Or, number 3, you set up for the pull. But all you did was be out of position, Silencer hit you a few times, and you reacted. But you shouldn't be reacting. You should know that's going to happen. What the fuck? There's nothing else for Silencer to do. Was he going to TP to another lane? You know he has TP. He walked here. Okay, so you should be thinking, okay, Silencer's coming back. Okay, Silencer just respawned. He's TPing in. He's going to come over here. He's going to hit me. If I'm not here, he's going to go up and try to hit Axe. Where can I be hiding Fog of War, ready to press Q on him? Or, I don't like where the lane is. I'm going to pull. Yeah, there's 3 characters. No, but that's even more so grandiose. Like, that's my point. Sorry, that might have been from earlier. This is a lower MMR game, which means, like, yeah, like, you're going to see even dumber shit. I lagged there. Okay, fair. Yeah, lagging sucks. Okay, but, like, this wave is pushing so hard, man. Which is fine if you guys decide to dive him, but otherwise it's just, like, shit. Can you help him deny at least? Let's see. Let me watch what you do. See. Okay. Right idea, wrong timing. 3 things. Okay, no. One thing I will credit you. If you use this to deny the range creep, that's good. Because you did it as Storm was walking up to the creeps. Not going to let him creeps. Fine. But do you see what your Axe is about to do? Your Axe is about to walk under a fucking tower with no creeps. You have creeps! Dude, it's the same thing as actually earlier when you used Q and Battle Hunger was on cooldown for 8 seconds. Which you can check because you should be checking your teammate. Same thing here, except this time, instead of Axe having Battle Hunger on cooldown, your creep wave is like 3 or 4 seconds away. Man, that's your meat shield. You can't dive right now. Right now, Axe is about to dive, tank 2 heroes, a tower, and a fucking creep wave. What the fuck? And that's happening because you press Q. And he might not dive. He might take no. He might turn around and not take any tower hits. Okay? But you can't combo with Battle Hunger, and now your Q's on cooldown. Your biggest threat in this lane. Remember, if you guys don't have that threat, what are you against? 2 ranged heroes who out DPS you. Both these heroes hit you harder than you hit them. So that's a waste of your Q. Yeah, he tanks 2 tower hits. Again, I get it. Nothing's happening. It's not a big deal. He's not dying. It's good. The one good thing that happened out of this is that the creep wave did go under tower, so it's going to push back into you. And you guys do get that deny. So again, this isn't the worst play. I'm not saying, gosh, you're an idiot. You did like the worst thing. No, you're not playing like a 1k person, okay? You're playing like a 4.6k. 4.6k because you just got Divine 1, okay? I think that's what it is. You're playing like that. That's great. It's 4.6 or 4.8? Anyways, I'm trying to encourage you to play like a 6k player, like an 8k player, like a 10k player, okay? Whatever. As far as my brain can extend, I don't know if it goes up to being able to fucking tell you what a 10k player would do, but I can tell you what an 8k player would do probably. Okay. So that's what they would do. And now what's happening? What's happening? Exactly what I told you would happen. Your Axe is having to walk away from the creeps. Walk away from CS because he's getting hit for free. Why is this happening? Because you don't have Q. That's your threat. And you can combo it, like with your Q, with Battle Hunger, you can get him down to 0 HP. And if you are not using Battle Hunger and Q to get him down to 0 HP, then you're misusing it. And if you're not able to get it, if they're positioning so good, which is going to happen in your 6k games, your higher game games, they're positioning so good that you can't get a good Q off, they're still positioning far enough away that they are not hitting you guys for free. Or if that's happening, then you go pull, right? And you fix the creep equilibrium, because then once it's down here, so much easier to get kills. Like, do you understand right now, if you had pulled the creep equilibrium in here, you'd just be killing them over and over and over and over. They would get nothing out of this lane, but they are getting something out of this lane. Fucking Storm has 6 CS. Storm should have 0 CS in this lane. 0 CS. Maybe 2. 2 CS. He should not have 6. You guys are way too strong of a lane for that, in my opinion. Maybe I'm overhyping it. Someone wants 10k in chat and they want to correct me. But, like, yeah, all these little things. If you TP to lane, if you had comboed your crew with his Battle Hunger earlier, faster, killed him faster, if you had not been in a position to get hit by Silencer for free, if you had been ready for Silencer to spawn in, wait for, like, literally, dude, if you had stayed here, because this is perfect positioning, by the way, when he's about to TP in, like, you stepped up, Storm walked away, okay, then you walk away here. Do you know exactly what's going to happen? One, this is the perfect positioning. You're out of vision. You have 2 options. You have the option now to pull or you're in the fog of war. What's Silencer going to do, especially low MR? Like, you want to abuse that in this game. Silencer's going to walk up and start hitting Axe. And I guarantee you he's going to be right here. What are you going to do? You step out from the trees, you Q, right click, Battle Hunger. Bam! He's dead again with no TP. Storm doesn't get CS. Storm cannot lane 1v2. Do you see why I'm saying he should be getting nothing in this lane? And because you didn't think about this, and you just stood here in vision, and you got hit by Silencer, and then you ran away, you didn't get the pull, you didn't get any harass on them. Alright, so I hope that's helping learning what you do. Okay, so now, again, you don't have to walk like that. You can walk down here, whatever. I don't know, maybe you're setting up for the pull now. But now is actually bad time to pull, because lane is pushing. Sorry, I don't even say it. I was really excited about this. I don't even know if I said it. Maybe I did. I'm going to say it again because it was hyped and it's in my brain and I just need to get out of my brain again because ADHD. Okay. What did I tell you would happen? If your Q's on cooldown, they're going to hit you for free. Watch what happens. As soon as it... fuck, it happened before. Hang on. It was 20 seconds. Alright, so you used Q. He walks away. They're hitting for free. This guy... By the way, this guy likes to hit over and over because he gets more int. Right? It's good for him. Alright, so you guys get the deny, whatever. The lane going under tower is good because it's going to push back to you. I fucking hope you don't pull. Because if this goes under tower, they're going to push the lane back to you. You don't need to pull anymore, dude. You just need to make sure the enemy's not pulling. Or punish them when they do. Or farm it all up like when they do, whatever. So, right now, Axe is going to get harassed. Bam. 1. Now, he should be harassing more, but he's really focusing on trying to get a deny. But, like, this guy could be harassing way more for free if he wants. Like, the lane's already fucked. It's already gone under tower. He should harass harder and then run to the small camp to pull. Or if that's blocked, the large camp to pull. Also, why didn't you... Look. My friend! What is the only way they can fix lane early game? Is by pulling that small camp, right? I mean, you don't care too much with Axe, but the first 3 minutes you care. After that, Axe doesn't care if they pull. He can creep cut if he's had a good game, if you've played this right, okay? Why did you not place your sentries? Tell me. I'm just going to tell you. You didn't TP to lane. If you TP to lane, you definitely have time to block this camp or sit in the trees, ready for the kill first blood, and then block the camp. You could maybe get that kill before even 1 minute if you execute it correctly. You actually absolutely could, I think, if you execute it correctly. And if you don't get the kill, fine. Just remember, you should be thinking, okay, 1 minute, I'm going to go block that camp. You walk away, go block it. Also, again, in your 5k games, this camp's going to be blocked. Absolutely. Absolutely, in your 5k games, this should be blocked. I would say 75% of the time, this camp's going to be blocked, okay? And so you need to be either unblocking it, because you know that you guys get fucked if the lane sits up here, or you need to be anticipating it and ready to unblock it, whichever you prefer. It's fine. I think because you guys are so strong level 1 that you don't care if it doesn't spawn and then you can redo it. Because like I said, if it doesn't spawn, you don't have to pull. You have the option of shoving after you get the first kill, because you can easily get a first kill because they're going to fuck up. You can shove the lane and then harass them under tower, not let them farm it, and then also the lane pushes back to you. Okay. But like I said, all this was to say I went back because they should be harassing Axe for free, you for free, either one right now, and getting CS. It's hard to get the CS under tower. And they're sort of doing it. They're just doing it badly. But they are, like, Silencer did hit them a few times. Look, Silencer has 4. Like, he should have 8 or some shit, but whatever. He also should be prepping to pull right now or some shit. Because he should see that his lane is pushing. Because you see, I mean, these 2 creeps are going to die, and this is going to die. It's not pushing that hard. Maybe he shouldn't pull, actually. He could do, like, half full if he wanted. But maybe he shouldn't pull. He needs to stay and protect the storm. But you definitely should not pull right now. I hope you don't pull. Okay, good. You're canceling the call. 10 out of 10. Good job. Tried to go for a half pull. That's fine. So, yes, you didn't push hard enough. So that's why I think earlier, if you guys committed to either shove it under a tower and push the lane, that is going to fix your equilibrium, or you could have pulled, or you could do a half pull. You could have done that sooner. Anyways, so now the lane is perfect for the enemy. 2 minutes into the game, by the way. Creeps meet at 30 seconds. A minute and a half. And the camps weren't blocked, so there's no excuse. A minute and a half and the creep equilibrium is still right in front of the enemy tower? That's not okay. That should not be happening, Grandiose. Come on, man. You're a support player. You a support main? I'm a support main. A minute and a half, if I did, I'd be like, fuck, I really fucked that. And it's so hard because there's so much to think about. That's why I think the first few minutes are some of the hardest. And it's what people fuck up a lot. Like later in the game, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, whatever. Hang on, I really want to drink my tea. It's getting cold. Later in the game, like, certain ways it gets harder, but in a lot of ways it's easier. Early in the game, These tiny little decisions completely dictate the full game lane. You guys should be level 2. They should be struggling to get their level 2 or just getting it. You guys should be fucking out harassing them right now. Axe should be getting so much like CS, and if he's not, it's because you guys have gotten kills. Or because these guys have gotten 0 CS. Storm should not have 8 CS. Dude, how is Storm having a better lane than Drow? That's kind of a shitty lane. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'm not, just in case you didn't notice, I'm not going to go very far into this game because we've already spent so much time in this. Alright. Oh man. Ah! Grandiose! Chill, man. Pull this wave. Kill them here and you don't die. Like, I get it. Like, this is just bad. I'm sorry, man. This is just bad. I get it that it's a 3k average game, but, I get that it's space for Drow. It's not, like, bad, like 1k bad. Like I said, it's not 1k bad. This is just 4k bad. This is okay. This is 4k, but I'm trying to get you 6k. You should never have to die here. You guys are too strong for this. I think you get it. Hi, Mendoza. It's going bad. I took an unplanned break for 2 months. My brain stopped working. I had IRL shit to deal with, so brain wasn't working, and I could no longer try hard. To be honest, I usually play hard support. I don't care, Grandiose. I'm a hard support main, but do you know what? Hard support, it should be thinking about what the enemy pause 4 is doing. So you should know what to do as a pause 4, because you will play better as a pause 5 if you know what the pause 4 is doing, right? So like right here, like if Silencer anticipates you pulling, he needs to also pull, or he needs to step not right here. When he respawned, right, earlier, I hope you can envision it. When he respawned, if you had been in the trees right here where you should have been, ready to pull, ready to harass him if he steps here, right? Silencer, again, we're talking about 6k, 8k Silencer, okay? He should be right here. No, sorry, he should TP in and walk this way and hit Axe, or if the thing, yeah, if it's perfect equilibrium, hit Axe, and then as soon as he anticipates you pulling, which he can either do it as, yeah, he could either anticipate you pulling and he could pull, or if he doesn't want to take that risk, he just hits the shit out of Axe and Axe doesn't get CS. And then if you did step up, but he's positioned over here, like, it's a shit fucking poison touch, okay? And he's bad, so he stepped right here. And that's when you guys should have killed him. And then he would have no TP. And then you guys should just be fucking free farming this lane and start getting nothing. And then after that, if the lane's pushing on their tower, you can pull and deny it, or you continue harassing the storm on their tower. Those are your choices, okay? Right now, the fact that you're dying in this lane is just shouldn't happen. I don't care that Lesh TP'd here. You were dead even if Lesh didn't TP here. In fact, Lesh TPing here is good for you because it's space for it's good and bad. 1, it's good because it's space for Drow. Okay. 2, it's really bad. I would say it's good, except I wouldn't trust my teammates to abuse that space. That's legit. Okay. So yeah, real quick. It's bad because right now you're gonna die, and now Axe is 1v2. That's bad. All right, because Axe is gonna die or take a ton of damage. That is so bad for this lane. Okay, number 1. Number 2, you could say, well, I just made space for Drow. Absolutely, and I think in this patch, now that we have gates, it's not as beneficial as it might have been previously because Lesh can always just go gate and get back there fairly quickly, okay? So it's not that good. But also, solo MMR mentality. I know this is a party game. Let's pretend it's solo MMR. Are you really going to be happy if you force Lesh TP and now you're making space for Drow? Do you really trust that Drow? Because I don't. I sure as hell don't. I don't in my 3k games. I don't in my 4k games. And honestly, even in my 5k games, that's pushing it, okay? I'm not 5k right now, but I'm just anticipating because I you know, sometimes you have higher average games. You see Divine players in your games closer to 5k. Some draws are good, okay? Some of them are going to make that space. At that point, you're starting to get where they're going to make that space, okay? So if this was actually a solo queue game, I would say, okay, Draw's going to use that space well, okay? This is a 4k average game, less than 4k, 3.8k average game. I'm telling you, Draw is not going to use that space. They're going to, at best, he's going to be passive. They're going to passively get farm. I mean, maybe you never know. This could be the Drow that's good in 3k. But I don't think that these two are going to harass him as much as he deserves to be harassed when he's solo. They're not going to react fast enough. Yada. Okay. Makes sense? In this bracket, you don't expect people to TP. It's party MMR, Grandiose. You got to remember, it's party games. And also, Grandiose, we don't play for what you expected as MMR, my friend. And also, you were dead without that TP. Does Lesh even get an assist here, dude? Like, Silencer's gonna kill you. What are you talking about? You're one right click from dying. This guy, didn't he just TP and he hasn't casted anything? Oh no, he casted Lightning Storm. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. You can't play like that, man. Of course people are gonna TP. If they don't, that's because they're bad. If you had been diving under tower with a creep wave and you were denying everything, and then Lesh TP'd, and then you had either used poison touch and one of them was like super low and walking away, or you guys just walk away, but you're not tanking a creep wave, and then you're not almost dead, and it was just you two versus Axe plus like Lesh Silencer. Like that is a good trade because Storm didn't get, because I'm assuming you poison touch and battle hunger Storm or something like that, either Storm or Silencer. Either way, it's either 2v1 trade because Storm is farming, or 2v2 trade. Storm's not farming and Silencer is going after you guys. Either way, they're not getting farm. That's fine because I don't think they kill you. I think you guys still walk away here. And you forced a TP, and that's really bad for the enemy team. Okay. People are going to TP. You need to, yeah, I know, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Higher MMR would go well. And look how much damage this guy's going to take. He dies. It is so bad. Holy shit, you should be winning this lane so hard. I know, Grandiose. That's why it's hard to gain MMR. Because we get used to what we see in our games, and then we expect it, and then we stay at this MMR. Okay? But I'm glad you're seeing what I'm saying. You're acknowledging it. Let me take a few bites. I haven't eaten yet. So, honestly, I don't care. Like, okay, wait. Let me finish my sentence. Sorry, brain. Number one, you get it. My point is, if you want to win more games, you have to don't plan for the enemy not to TP. Expect the enemy to TP and punish them when they don't, right? But if you know, like if you're going to make a play, like when you're going to let Storm there, and you're thinking, shit, if the enemy pause 4 TPs in here, I'm going to die, then that's not a play you should be making. Because as soon as you die, enemy pause 4 is there, even if you got the Storm kill, who's going to die next? Axe. So bad for your lane, right? So, that was a time, and I even called it when you did it, that was a bad time to poison touch, for many reasons. Earlier, you did a poison touch right before your creep wave got there, which is bad, because then your Axe couldn't, like if you have a creep wave, by the way, and you shove the lane, now you and Axe can dive tower. But your Axe, like he wants to cast Battle Hunger when you cast poison touch, you saw that. And he took 2 tower hits. Because he was really trying to get that Battle Hunger, because it's a good combo, okay? That was poor timing. This one, I can't remember exactly when you did it. I think you canceled their pull or some shit. It was right here, whatever. It was right here. It just wasn't clean enough. I'm not going to go back. The next thing I'm going to say is, honestly, I don't, and this is why I'm saying, like, I'm glad that you feel that you don't lane very well. That is, like, you are actually in such a good spot right now to gain MMR. I absolutely think you can get to Immortal. If you just got to Divine 1, and you don't know this shit about laning, all you have to do is fix this shit and you'll be Immortal. I would put money down on that. I genuinely think you can. This shit is like, it takes practice, but it's, I don't want to say it's easy to execute. It's like, once it's just rewiring your brain to think about these kind of things in lane. Think about timings where the creep wave is, you know, is my lane partner's spell off cooldown? Are we about to get level 2? Are they about to get level 2? Are they too strong at level 2? Do I need to pull? You know, are we going to push it on, like all that stuff? If you just start thinking about all that stuff, the good news is it's the same every game. The challenge is that you have to adjust it, right? Every game you adjust it because there's different heroes. So that's why actually during the picking phase is when you really want to start thinking about, okay, what is my lane? What is my combo? Is this, are we just farming? Maybe it depends on what the enemy pick is. Maybe you don't quite know lanes. As soon as like you kind of figure out lanes, like you need to be thinking about, okay, what is the objective in this lane? And oh my gosh, this is why I'm streaming, guys. I'm streaming because I have not been thinking this way for 2 months. I have not been thinking this way for 2 months. Shit, I just dropped my hair tie. I don't know where it went. Oh, what the fuck? It ended up right in front of me. And I'm trying to get my brain back into thinking it. And the way to do it is by analyzing. But I have ADHD and it's really hard to motivate. So I turned on stream because I wanted to analyze. I know I played a few games, so I'm really glad that you asked for an analysis because I actually just wanted to get my brain back into this and I needed this motivation. So thank you. The rest of whatever happens in lane, I actually don't even care about. because this lane is already harder than it needs to be, and it shouldn't even be that way. You fix the first 2.5 minutes, and anything that's going to happen in the rest of this lane is not going to happen. Do you get me? Like, if you optimize your 2.5 minutes, you guys will be fucking steamrolling them in lane, and you're either free farming, or they start sending the pause for there early, and now, okay, shit, maybe you fuck up a little bit, maybe you die. I'm anticipating this happening after like 3 or 4 minutes when like literally Storm is crying he has 0 CS or whatever. Um, Now they have everyone in your lane, but now you have made space for the other lanes. Now mid is ganking you guys, and maybe it gets a little messy. Maybe you trade some kills or whatever. But because you guys like advanced in levels and you guys got so much farm, you actually are trading those kills. You're not just dying for it for no reason like this. Because I don't consider this a trade. Like Storm, you guys could easily kill Storm or Silencer any day without dying. So the fact that you guys died, I see it as, okay, yeah, you got a Storm kill, but you guys should never be dying in this lane like this. Your streams are very informative. ASMR stream now. Yeah, we're jumping between it. Immortal is just a game count at the end of the day. What do you mean game count? Like the more you play? Yes and no. Some people don't have the capacity to learn that much. They get Axio. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm used to here. I understand early game has a lot of impact. I'm not sure that it's that impactful percent-wise. It is. Grandiose? It is. And do you know how to test it? Go play on a 6K MMR account. Go buy a 6K MMR account. Disclaimer. Maybe don't do that. Go play in a 6K MMR account. Go fucking watch an account buyer and see how hard they lose the game and see their win rates. Sorry, see how hard they lose the lane, because that's where it starts. Absolutely. I see this in like, I haven't watched streams in a while, but like watching Dubu's stream, like you can tell there's an account buyer or whatever, like higher MMR people, like the lane is impossible and they fucking lose the game 85% of the time. The higher MMR you go, the more this gets punished. You're absolutely right. You're like, oh, I don't think it'll make as much a difference here. You're absolutely right in the sense that as a support, if you like lane perfectly, you get people a head start. The problem is at this lower MMR, people throw that advantage, okay? And if they do that, it'll even out. So I get that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that's the next thing to talk about. So maybe I'll jump to the mid game a little bit. And see if I have any pointers for you. But honestly, I kind of don't want to overload your brain with information. I want to see you fix this shit. I want to see you start winning lanes. I genuinely think if you start winning 75% of your lanes without dying, your win rate will go up at least 10%, 15%, 20%. And if you're hitting a wall, like if you literally start winning, because I've had people say this to me, if you're winning 75% of your lanes, 80% of your lanes, and you're still 50-50 in the game, then there's two things there. Then like I had people be like, I'm still like, but my win rate's not going up. Yes, I understand. Team throws their fucking gold swing, and sometimes you can't control it. Sometimes you can. Not control it. You can influence it. You can influence if your carry is getting ganked and dying in the bot jungle by having wards, or if they're gonna do that anyways, because it's still gonna happen. Sorry for jumping ahead. We're thinking mid game here. You need to be getting something for it, right? So if your drow is dying solo bot jungle, you guys demolished, you've already got mid tower and top tower tier 1s, and then your team is just AFK farming in jungle. Guess what? If you have earlier smoked and warded up this whole jungle here, okay? I guarantee you one of your cores will be farming up here. And when the enemy, the poor enemy that you have fucked, let's say, again, this is assuming you're playing pause 4, it fits also if you're playing pause 5, because at that point we're talking laning stage is over, you've left. As a support player, if you have warded up this area and you have won a lane, it doesn't matter if you didn't win top lane. Sometimes it depends on the lanes, okay? Let's say you won bot lane and the enemy Axe is literally just jungling because he's a fucking idiot and he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have items because you won your lane so hard. Or your top, the enemy carry is coming up here and you have wards on him. I guarantee you, this mid tower is gone. Your mid is going to be running up here to gank. Okay? And so it doesn't matter that your drow's dying here. If you guys are farming this whole area and killing their carry and shoving in towers and limiting their farm. Because I have had these games where I've been telling my carry over and over. I'm like, AM, stop going bottom. He keeps going bottom, dies. Okay? But it doesn't happen every game. So all that to say is, and that kind of dynamic, because I know you've experienced that before. You're like, oh, I've felt a game like that before. Happens when you win your lanes hard, right? If you're winning your lanes hard every time, you can close down on their map. You limit their farm. You're going to outfarm the enemy. You're going to win more games. That's just how it is. That's literally how Dota works. And yes, there's going to be games where they throw it, but overall, again, assuming the frog isn't on your team, you'll win. um, let's jump forward a little bit. All right. So now it's like this lane. I was about to say. Now it's like this lane is even, which sucks. This lane is like you're behind. This is crazy, dude. Look how much more farm the Storm has over your axe. This is so sad. But look, even that's the crazy part. First off, this positioning is trash. But that's the crazy part. Even with how much more ahead of it, that's how weak his lane is and how strong your guys' lane is. Even with how ahead of this is, Silencer's still having to run away. You're out of position, so you might be in trouble, but I think you're okay. Okay. See how strong your heroes are? And this is just the default of, again, Storm's a shit pick, but this is also the default of, excuse me, the off laner is typically going to be stronger than the safe laner. Like, very often, like, that's how it is. And so even though they're ahead, like, yeah, and look, you're looking bot. Because you're just fucking praying that Drow is having a great game because of this, and I guarantee you at low MR, he's probably not. They're actually, wait, who's owning the fucking? No, I take that back. Okay, I take it back. He's having a great lane. He is. Good job, Drow. He's top net worth. So that is the one good thing that has come out of this is that your Drow has been able to free farm. I don't think Phoenix could do much in this lane 1v2 anyways because you've been pulling less here. I'll give you that. But I think you could be doing that without dying. You know what I'm saying? Or like, yeah, without Axe dying. Maybe you die, Axe don't die, shit like that. The other thing you're doing is like, let's say they're bringing Lesh top and like, actually you should still, like, even 2v3 you guys would be so strong this lane. I don't think it matters if Lesh is actually here, if you guys are taking good fights. Alright, like, this is better. Alright, he still died. Let me see how it could be a bit better. Because, like, it might just be positioning. So the pull is fine. Well, there's two reasons why the pull is not fine. Wait. Oh my god, they pulled? I feel like you're so unlucky here, dude. Dude. They fucked up so hard, and you saved them. Okay. Even if you don't know they're pulling, right now you know they're pulling, because what time is it? 5:30. The creeps should already be here, okay? I need you to think about this. You need to turn around and walk back to these creeps and not pull this. They just pulled the lane against an axe, Dazzle. Dude, with a catapult wave. Bro. Again, it would be better if you guys were a level or two higher than you are. You guys should already be level 5. You guys should absolutely be almost level 5. I don't know. I don't know numbers good enough. If you had 2 to 3 points in Shadow Wave, 2 points in Poison Touch, or whatever it is, I don't know what the build is. I don't know. I haven't played this hero in years. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Grandiose. This is what you need to know. You need to know timings of creeps. You ready? Creeps meet at 30 seconds. Right here in front of the tower. Creeps meet at 30 seconds. Right here in front of the tower. 30 seconds. 30 seconds and the minute mark. What else is happening at 30 seconds and minute mark? Creeps are spawning. Look at that. They just spawned. 30 seconds. And same thing's happening on Dire. I don't want to unpause the game. Okay? You need to know where creeps are. Like, you need to know at what time the creeps are here. Why do you need to know this? Okay, maybe you do need to know it. You do need to know it. Okay, a carry player needs to know it. And because you want to kill carry players, you need to know it. Why? Because this is more mid-late game. Cutting the creep wave here. Let's say you're pushing or something. Or let's say, like, they're trying to make sure you can't push or whatever. They might come down here. Like, a carry needs to know at 5 seconds the creeps are going to be here. At fucking... never mind. At 5 seconds, the creeps are going to be here. At 7, 8-ish, 9 seconds, the creeps are going to be here. I don't have the exact numbers. I just have a feel for it. And look, dude, this one is earlier. Do you see the difference here? Because it has to walk farther. This is farther away than here, I think. No, I mean, no, sorry. This is the same distance. This is the same distance as here. This tower is farther away than this tower, right? So the creeps are going to get to this tower on Radiant sooner than they're going to get to this tower. So it all evens out. But because of that, they spawn on the offlane lane. They spawn further back, right? You can see at 30 seconds, these creeps spawn in, like at the front, like they're right here. Okay. So in the mid late game, enemy carry is going to go like fucking cut this wave or some shit. As a support player, I'm trying to make an excuse why you should know it as a support player. I think you should just know it regardless. Every player who wants to get better at Dota should know this. Uh, you know that creeps are spawning right here. Or if you're like going to steal the Wisdom Rune, let's say you dominated your Radiant, you dominated the lane. The enemy support is dead. Mid is showing or some shit. Maybe you smoke and you have a ward. You're gonna drop a ward on the high ground. I highly recommend right here. I very rarely does it get dewarded. Right here, it might get dewarded. Right here, like this little spot, very cute. You get to see a little bit here, obviously, and then you get to see on the high ground too. It's very nice forward. What happens when you want to steal Wisdom Room 7 minutes, and you're walking over here? Just ignore the fact that you might get ganked, whatever. You're walking over here. Maybe you're smoked, maybe you're not. Let's say you're not smoked. It's nighttime. 7 minutes, nighttime. You're walking over here. Enemy support is dead. Or no, how about this? Enemy support isn't dead, but they're showing here. Enemy support in pause 3. Like sometimes it happens. I'm not saying do this every game. What do you absolutely not want to do here as you're walking over to the 7 minutes? You don't want to run into the fucking creep wave. Okay? So we want to have these timings memorized. At what time will the creeps be here? You want to have that memorized. But if you're like me, and for some reason you can't get it to stick in your brain, you at least need to have a feel for it, okay? Or you deduce it every time, okay? I know the creeps spawn at 30 seconds, and I know that they spawn pretty far back. So I know that they're like 5-6 seconds is when they're here, and then I know that they're 30 seconds here, right? So we can divide. Where's halfway between here? Halfway between here and here. Let's look on the map. It's like right here. Okay, so at 15 seconds, they're like here. This is also really important for the lanes when you have to, if you're creep dragging, again, I know you're not playing pause 4, but if you're playing pause 5, you want to know what the enemy pause 4 is doing. They're going to creep drag, right? They're going to pull the creeps all the way down here. Maybe they have to go further, but they want to walk this way, and they want the creeps to meet here. I fucked it up the one time I did it because I don't play this position enough. Why did I fuck it up? Because I don't know the fucking creep timings, okay? I think it's 15 seconds is what I'm looking from the map. Looks about halfway, maybe 13 seconds. They're going to be right here. We're going to watch. We're going to find out. You need to know that, okay? Why else do you need to know that? Because like you're probably like, oh, this is not as relevant. You need to know at what time they're going to pull, okay? If silencer, why? Okay, let's go back 10 to 15 seconds. You are a pause 5 player. This is why you can be a good pause 4 player, because you are a pause 5 player. You know what the pause 5 should be doing, okay? You know at what time he can pull. Should he pull on a catapult wave in general? No. Should he pull on a catapult wave versus axe? Absolutely not. So I would not be expecting it. This goes back to, don't expect this. This is a bad move. It won't happen at higher MMR. But abuse it if it happens, okay? So you shouldn't be anticipating the pull. So planning to pull here maybe is fine, because I don't know exactly where the creeps were. Maybe you wanted to fucking create chaos here. But the reason why it didn't work, the reason why you lost this fight here, is because maybe it was positioning. Actually, yeah, we were gonna watch that, and then I got distracted by actually creep timings and the fact that you shouldn't have even pulled. And then why did the pull even? Why did there not creeps? Well, we're gonna watch that because I'm curious, and that'll be maybe the last thing we do, because I'm getting burned out and I have to eat. But let me finish the creep timings real quick. What's the earliest they can pull? Probably 14. If you hit at 14 and walk to the right, you can catch the wave right here. It's a bit early though. I don't recommend it. You're probably gonna better off doing 17. It's more solid, right? What else? They can also still pull at like 20, 21, depending on the hero, right? You can half pull, shit like that. Okay. So if the enemy pause 5, and this, let me finish my sentence, jumping around too much. If the enemy pause 5 is missing, and the clock is 11. And he's still not showing. 15, still not showing. The fuck else is he doing, dude? He's going to go pole. Why is he not sitting there and hitting axe? Why is he not showing? Especially in your 5k games. What's he doing? There's only one thing he's possibly doing. Maybe he's ganking. Probably not. Maybe. Or maybe he's pulling, right? Second thing, creeps me here at 30 seconds. It's nighttime. You don't have a lane ward. But you should be able to see him before 30 seconds. You should be able to see him at like 27, 28. Okay? So that's why. Let's see your perspective real quick. What was the other thing I wanted to see? I want to see why you guys lost that fight. Oh, but the other thing, fuck, see? I'm holding too much in my working memory because there's 3 things I want to say. All right, so, fuck. So 520. Where's Silencer? Why is Silencer not hitting with you? I know you know this shit because you anticipated their pull earlier and you canceled it, okay? I know you know about canceling their pulls, but your brain just isn't thinking about it enough, okay? You need to be thinking about it like every 30 seconds. Again, I do too. That's why I'm playing bad right now because I haven't been, okay? Why do you feel confident to go on him? Oh, because Silencer's not showing. Fine, that's great. Go on him. Fucking go on him. Why are you guys not going on? Battle Hunger, Q this guy. And then if Silencer shows up, fine, you guys back. Creeps are still here. There was no pull. If Silencer doesn't show up, he fucking pulled. I swear, if you guys should have killed him right here. Does he have boots? Oh, he does. You know what? He wouldn't have boots if you guys had won the lane so hard. But still. Ah! Why are you down here? You're playing scared. Why are you down here? You should know it's 520. Do they have a kill combo? I mean, do you really want to tank all of Silencer's skills? No. But he's half HP, and he's not showing, and it's pull time. So you need to be right here. And you either kill kill Storm, or you fucking deny everything. You should be ready for Storm to walk up. You know this. Anticipate it, man. This is something that's going to happen at 10k, 12k. Storm wants to hit creeps. Storm is going to walk up to creeps. I want you to anticipate that. And I want you to be also, honestly, fuck! I'm sorry. I'm so mad that you're level 3 at like 5 minutes. You should have another point in Poison Touch. Or another 2 point. Like, the reason I would say that is because it increases the range. Obviously, you go to 600. This guy's attack range is shit. Dude, where is it? I can't fucking see. 480. Alright? If you have 600 cast range on your Q, this guy, and you're just anticipating every time a creep is getting low, you're either ready to deny it or you're ready to cast on the Storm when he walks up for it. What else is he going to do, man? That's what he wants to do. I need you to think about that. Think about what the enemy wants. And if you're all ready to do that, and you're about to do it, but then Silencer starts hitting you, fine. Step back. Or go on Silencer. Like, whatever. Or trade with Silencer. Any of those things, right? But this, you're not ready for anything in this positioning. So because of that, this guy, he didn't get a CS. He did some weird shit, but you weren't ready for your Q. Also, I think you could have chased him, dude. I think you might have been slow enough, but maybe not. He's got 2 points in Battle Hunger. I don't know. You guys, he's leveling up for the, like, fighting. But it's fine. You guys are already behind. That's why this isn't working. Okay, so now, 5:30. Creeps should already be here. They're not. Don't pull. This is going to go under tower. Why is that good? 1, catapult wave going under tower. Free tower damage. 2, you're a Dazzle. You can heal the creep waves. Keep them alive. More tower damage. Fuck with the enemies. 3, you're fucking with Storm CS. If you know, oh, he's about to CS the creep, fucking heal the creep wave. Now he takes damage, didn't get CS. He's almost a melee hero. He's not, but he has very bad range, right? And if they pulled, he's tanking the creeps under the tower, which means Poison Touch, Shadow Wave, Storm has to walk away from the wave. He's not getting CS. Tower's taking catapult damage. They fucked up so hard, and you fixed their mistake. Okay, so you should be thinking about this every wave, but extra on the catapult wave, and extra when you're playing Dazzle, and extra when you have such a strong core like Axe. Make sense? So, anyways, I don't know. I'm gonna look at why this fucked up so bad, but this should never fucking happen. Because you should be like, what the fuck? Because, well, first off, you should be like, you should have been ready to start probing Storm back here, right? You start probing Storm, Silencer's not showing. You'd be like, what the fuck is Silencer doing? Is he actually pulling? Is he actually about to pull a 5-minute wave? And then if so, you say, Axe, Silencer's, I think Silencer's pulling the 5-minute wave. Let's shove this wave under tower and, like, not let Storm get any CS. That's what you should be saying. And then if Silencer shows up and he didn't pull, or if Silencer, like, whatever, react to, like, the changing circumstances, but, like, that should be, you should, oh, shit, they fucked up. Dude, Axe, we have a Catapult Wave. I have 2 points in Shadow Wave because we've been dominating the last 3 minutes. Okay, you could still do the play even right now. I have Shadow Wave. I'm going to heal the wave. I'm going to fuck with the CS. Let's save Battle Hunger and our Poison Touch for when it's under tower. And even if we don't get any kills here, Axe, we make it really hard for Storm to CS, and the whole time the catapult's hitting the tower. And bonus points, you could be like, Axe, try to, like, let's try to, like, just keep the wave alive long enough for the next wave to get here. And I'm telling you, if that catapult is hitting this tower for the length of 2 waves, it's about half HP. It's either third HP, half HP, or 2/3 HP. I can't remember. But I have flamed people for this. For pulling on this wave, and I still do it. I flamed people for this. Pulling on this wave, and then their tower loses half HP. Or a third HP. Either way, it's at 100 right now. And that shit makes a difference, because now it's going to be so much easier to take after you kill them a few times, once he's level 6, or with the next catapult wave, whatever. Hey, who plays Storm Carry? I know, right, dude? So bad. Alright. Are you burnt out, Groundios? I feel like I've been talking about this game for an hour. Yeah. Wait, could have had the range creep and hope for a good spread. Yeah. I think I know what you mean. Well, the creeps just aren't going to die fast enough. Because they pulled this wave, I don't think the creeps would die fast enough. And here's the thing. Ha! Dazzle Axe is such a strong lane. I'm so mad you lost this lane. Because you keep the creeps alive. You spam that shit, you're still healing this thing. Alright, so I will see why this didn't work out. I'm pretty sure that it's just because you guys just can't make this play. The end. Like, right now, let's look. You pulled, and there's a full creep wave coming here with a catapult. You and X. Look, okay. No, here's what it is. Here's the helpful advice. Why did you pull? To fix the creep equilibrium. We're ignoring, because we already talked the shit out of that. Okay? In a vacuum, let's pretend creep equilibrium was fucked. Why'd you pull? To fix the creep equilibrium. Therefore, what should you want to do? You should want to leave this camp and have your creeps meet right here, and you farm it for free, and if the enemy steps up right here, close to your tower, not close to theirs, close to your tower, you go on them, and they either get away with really low HP, or you kill them, and then you go back, you keep free farming, and you keep the creep wave here, right? Instead, you pulled, forgot the whole reason why you even pulled, ignored the creep wave coming in, or maybe you went for it, but Axe went on this, okay? And you need to be telling him, ping, ping, X ping, X ping, like, we're not going in, Axe, there's too big of a wave here, come get the wave. And even if he casts his spells, he's going to get back, he's not going to die, okay? But instead, you went for the wave, you aggroed it, which is kind of okay. Dude, you should just take this, like, okay, I'm adjusting now. You aggroed the wave, that's fine. The wave is now here. This is still better than up here, but you're positioned way too aggressively here, dude. Because what does Axe need to do? Axe needs to go to this creep wave, man. Like, you gotta remember the objective of this lane. If these two guys are over here and all they get is, like, this one creep, like, you don't care. If they get this creep wave for free, you still don't care. Why? Because you deny the next creep wave. You come over here with the next creep wave. Like, I'm struggling because it looks good in terms of the fact that you guys have creeps here, and I know you kind of want to get the big creep, but also just, like, take out their obs ward, get the big creep, and then back. But you're aggressively positioned, you're going to press Q, and that's the problem. I mean, it's fine if you get Q, step back, get your, okay, you got that. Oh, you get stunned by a centaur. I mean, this is a problem of your own making. You aggro these creeps over here, man. You should be anticipating you're aggroing these creeps. If you want to keep the creeps, you're fine, but you're not a melee hero. You need to be stunning the creeps. You're way too, and your storm wasn't ready with battle hunger. Come on, man. This is a big one, actually, and I know I've said that 50 times. Hope you took notes. If not, I think my replays are available. You can watch it again and take notes. Because this is a big thing. Your storm wasn't in position to battle hunger. And I know you didn't think about getting centaur stunned. Maybe you should have, but that's a 10k right there, is anticipating that. Either way, even if you didn't get centaur stunned, you are hitting him. All these creeps are going to hit you. You're just taking too much harass. All you have to do is standing over here. Like, the whole point, you got to remember why you're doing this. You're doing this to contest this centaur. You're doing this to contest these creeps. If you don't kill these guys, it's fine. If they have to walk away and keep buying HP regen, that's fine. What's not fine is you dying. Okay, so So this is your combo, but you guys are doing it the worst possible. Okay, we're done. We're done because it's the same shit. The same shit over and over. So, and now I'm too burned out to watch your mid game. I'm so sorry. This is how I am. When someone doesn't have a good early game, I don't have the energy to watch their mid game. And now I have to go refeed up my food again. Alright guys, I'm gonna restart Dota, let it update. I'm gonna reheat my food. Double poison! I know, well the cast was fine, Grandiose. That cast was actually fine. I have no problem with the cast. Just cast it and step back. Because you know this because you aggroed the enemy creep wave. So one, you can anticipate Centaur is gonna stun. Two, you should be securing the Centaur. Like, it is good to get the double poison touch, but you either have to be like, I got double poison touch to zone him out so we could get the Centaur creep wave and deny the wave. Or don't poison touch when you can't follow up. Because yeah, double poison touch is good, but you know what's better? A single poison touch that someone's out of position with a battle hunger, you get a free kill and you guys don't lose any HP. I know you were joking when you said double poison touch. I get that. I'm so glad you learned a lot, Grandiose. I'm glad it was helpful. And I have turned my brain on. I just don't know if I don't think I have the energy. I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna force myself to eat first because I'm pretty sure that I don't have the energy to win my next game and think